We're back, people, and today we're breaking down film on Gunnar Helm, Texas tight end for the 2025 NFL Draft, and he's definitely like my favorite day 2 tight end target in a stacked class. Just so well-rounded and took a huge jump this year, and really like out of the class, like a lot of these guys are big slot receivers, while Helm can play truly in line and do everything that you want as like a wide tight end. He's great with the ball in his hands, very good after the sustain, that type of good stuff, 85 right there. And, a lot of other, like, he's really just well-rounded. Like, he's strong at the catch point. Like, he makes a lot of, contested catches. He finds soft spots versus zone, versus man-to-man. Like, I've seen him create separation with good route running. Like, it's very hard to find, like, a big weakness to his game. And just, really took that next step this year and really elevated his play and really, like, the just ideal guy. And he's doing stuff, like, in pass protection. Very intriguing player to watch. So, we'll go back, look at a lot of stuff. So, like, in line, work off, like, the play action, hit him over the middle, and look at him just create separation on a DB, number 7. Leans up into him. He, he, like, kind of dips his shoulder to get past the linebacker. He's very good at, like, maneuvering his upper and lower body, like, to, like, bend and avoid, like, reroutes and stuff like that. Then leans up into the DB. It's just a nice little physical push-off. Create that separation. Catch the ball with your hands away from the frame. And then, become a threat after the catch. Don't go down, like, super easily. I think Helm's going to be very good in the league. I think he's also very fluid in that lower half. And I think fluidity is such a big trait for tight end. Plays with some physicality to his game. Really good. I just want to start off with, like, these crossers over the middle. Doing it versus man zone. Definitely a threat in that part of his game. And then just as a blocker, like, he's able to seal this out. They're running a toss to his side. Basically using pin pull, like the right tackle's pulling. He's pinning 32, off the edge here. And he's able to, sustain that. Look at him bring his feet. He's got, decent hands there. And he's able to shuffle, play with that lower half, bend right there. It's all just pretty nice, sustain that block. And there's just, like, quality examples of this. Shielding, like, this is a big body guy, like a big defensive end. And he just has the natural leverage advantage here, just based on, snap. It's another, like, pin pull concept. And now he's able to just strain and sustain, not get pushed back too far. And contain this. Don't allow this guy to push and make an impact on the play. And sometimes this is just about, like, a positioning game when it comes to blocking. And, you're not going to find too many good blocking tight ends anymore. And if you do find good blocking tight ends, that's kind of usually, like, all they're good at. So, like, finding someone like Helm that can really do it all, I feel like he's going to be a big riser in this draft class. Here's another solid, like, him getting down. Look at him, like, from this position versus, like, a 3 technique, a 4-eye. To get down and still attack the low hip. Look at him create some movement there, displacement on 78, attack the low hip, and then get to the next level onto 5, and at least get a block on him. He kind of gets rolled up on him by his running back. But, like, these are just another examples of him going out there, doing some dirty work. I like seeing that. I think, that's what you need. Dolphins fans, we're watching, like, Helm's the type of wide tight end that you need. Like, this is pass protection. He's one-on-one with Mason Graham, who's a top 10 player in this class. A D tackle, nonetheless, that they're lining up on the outside. Very athletic. Look at Helm. Get engaged with him. Get physical. Initiate the contact. And look at him just widen him past the arc, allowing his QB to step up in the pocket. That's an impressive rep versus, a guy that's 330-something pounds, something like that. And Helm's got good size to him, too. I think Helm's going to be a pretty quality-sized tight end for the NFL level, so that, helps with his game. Here's a touchdown he had to get into Michigan, just kind of getting over the middle of the field. He can be a downfield seam threat for you. Like, he just gets open here naturally versus the zone. But can be a threat for you down the field, too. He makes plays, strong at the catch point. Very, very good part of his game. And he can do one up out wide, and I think this is my favorite aspect of his game, is as a receiver at least, is when he's up outside and you just find him soft spot versus zone. He is very smart to find it, but then also his anticipation after the catch. Look at him already, like, he's shifting his momentum here. Look at him shift his body, like, just enough so when he catches this, as he's catching it, he's already shifting his momentum back to the inside, feeling that space can open up. So, like, just being anticipatory, because usually you catch this, a lot of tight ends are probably not going to gain too many yards after the catch here. They gain, like, 5-6 yards on this play. He's able to make this guy miss, get upfield, and pick up that first down. Like, that's something that, maybe might go unnoticed from, the casual eye. Like, he definitely can make some plays. And then, as a player, like, he can block the second level. He's always staying square, staying patient, getting engaged. Look at him, like, he's fighting with his feet. He's trying to reset his hands here, too. He gets wide, look at him like the DB disengages for a second, and then he's able to reset his hands to sustain it just long enough for his guy to get into the end zone. Like, just good, impressive run blocking reps, which is kind of like all you're looking for with tight ends nowadays, especially guys who can play as a receiver. If you can find a tight end who's a very good receiver, but gives you like at least good blocking, like those guys become very special at the NFL level. The elite blockers are very rarely like give you anything as a receiver. Here's another example of that, lining up on the outside, finding the soft spot versus zone, work back towards the ball, and then the anticipation, make the guy miss. Look at his body, like his body, he's so like flexible in the lower half, and he does a great job with his upper half, just avoiding contact, reducing the surface area to where like he can brace for blows, and then make the guy miss, and then get upfield, and then you can see athleticism trying to hurdle a guy, like he'll make some big plays. Another example of him working over the middle of the field and those like, whether these quick hitters, these crossing routes, catch the ball, and then look at the athleticism, man. Like just the quick hurdle, get back on your feet, re-accelerate. Like this is so impressive, man. This is insane athleticism. One, the body control and balance to do this like very quickly and effortlessly, amazing. And then to get back on your feet immediately, swap hands with the football, because he swaps hands in the football as soon as he hits the ground, recognizes where the next defender is, and then makes him miss, runs through like the arm tackle, falls forward, as far as he can, like to the next defender. But like, dude, that is an insanely high rep. Like definitely something that can get you excited. And here's an insane play. Like this is a double pass, they throw it behind the line of scrimmage. This one's insane because of the tracking. So this ball is thrown from a receiver, kind of gets thrown in an awkward spot for Helm because he's like trying to break towards the corner, and he sees the ball is like basically thrown even with him. So he's in a spot where like, dude, do I keep running or do I flip this around? So he flips his head around. Look, he finds the DB because he thinks like this ball could get picked off where like he's being thrown. He finds where the DB is and then is able to relocate the football. This tracking ability is insane. This is not normal. Relocate the football and then attack it at its highest point as he's kind of falling down backwards and hang on to it to make a contested catch. That is absolutely ridiculous. Those last two reps are like some of the best football you'll see from a tight end in college. Like really, really good stuff. And this class is amazing. I think, I'm probably gonna have Tyler Warren as tight end 1, but Gunnar Helm, it's tough to rank the top 4 currently. It's very early, but Gunnar Helm's gonna be very, very high for me, just on the board in general, not even just in the tight end class. Because he can do some stuff. Here's another example of him blocking. I love this little hesitation. He gives a little hesitation on the end to freeze him, which allows the puller to come over and kick him out. And then he climbs to the next level, second level defender, and now he's able to sustain, drive, finish. His guy technically makes the tackle, but he didn't let go of him, and he held his block the entire time. The running back is kind of more at fault in that situation. But just plenty of reps, him getting involved here, him getting physical at the point of attack, finishing. Really, really enjoy watching Gunnar Helm in a lot of these situations. He can do stuff out on the edge, just kick out, reach block, get to DBs at the second level, be a blocker out in space. Very, very enjoyable to watch. And then he can run routes. Like here he is, man-to-man. Look at him set up this DB just because he is always constantly, this is what I love, because he can always breaking across the middle, showing that ability to like, boom, stem to the inside, hard stab that foot in the ground, and change direction back to the outside this cleanly with very little wasted movement to do this. Boom. Break this back to the outside. Look at all that separation that's created. Gunnar Helm, definitely one of my favorite players to watch in this class. Like he is exceptional and I think a little underrated at this point because I don't see a ton of talk about him yet. Like teams, the people definitely like him in the media, but he's like that tight end draft crush that I'm going to love in this class. So if you guys know the video, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe.